Okay, so here we are again, part three, I would assume. Um, and during these times, I'm sorry for the noise in the back, but my mom's watching TV, and so I apologize for that. Um, my mom is a woman that is a very demanding woman. There's just no getting around this. She is one that um, see the background to that story is why she is the way she is because when I first started taking care of her, I waited on my mother hand and foot. She had a rocking chair, she had a rocker, and she would rock herself to a frenzy. You know how people rock, and they're playing the like you never watch the organist tap on the organ on the pedals. That's the way my mother was, and she still does it if need be. But she wore out two recliners. And I would leave sometimes, and when she was able to be by herself, um, I would leave to go out and do my thing. That's not possible now anymore. I have to rely on somebody else to go do these things for me because I can't do it. I have to be here. So one day I'm out and I come back, and now her TV's in one area. The recliners, a rocking recliner, is in another area, and when I left, she was in that particular corner, just rocking, watching her. At the time was Jerry Springer and all these Leave It to Beaver, all that's the way it was, for the longest time. And then I came back home, and I'm like, Mom, how did you get up here? She goes, I don't know. You don't know, you know. I said, well, apparently either somebody came and pulled you all the way up here, or you rocked yourself way up here. And it was funny because I was like, what in the world is going on? And she would just, I mean, I don't know. The way she says it, I don't know. Or or if she wants to ask you a question, I'd be like, well, Mom, what do you need to know? Well, I just want to know. Like, I understand you want to know, but you got to explain to me why you want to know this particular information on this particular time in this way, because you usually don't ask questions about that. So then you have to give it an answer. My mom, my mom, Mom, we're gonna get you some ice cream. How much is it? It doesn't matter, Mom. It doesn't matter. As long as you want ice cream, you get ice cream. And she would come and say, I said, Mom, it's like $5, $6 for it. Oh my God, that's expensive. I'm like, huh? She kind of goes back to her day, with prices like a nickel or a quarter for whatever. Um, and she thinks everything. She says, well, don't spend too much money on me. Well, I never tell her. I buy her, like Valentine's, I bought her a nice little globe with, it lights up. Real pretty thing, but I'm not going to tell her the price of it. Because, she asked me what the price was. I said, well, it's a gift, so don't worry about it. She will hound you to death. As God is my witness, she will hound you to death until you give a price. So I'll say, it was only $9.99. In actuality, it was like $70-something for it. And she'd be like, what? If she ever knew that, oh my God. You know. But I've always spoiled my mother. From the very first day, I've always spoiled her. She never had to get out of her chair for anything. You know. Anything she wanted was right there. I delivered it to her. And as time progressed on, it came to be a point where I needed somebody else to come in here and help me. I couldn't do it anymore because um, after she was put on hospice, um, their staff noticed that I was severely fatigued, and they called it caregiver burnout. So I went ahead and, cause they always told me, you need to, you should have somebody come in here. I never believed in getting paid to take care of my mother. I thought that was dishonoring her until, as of recent, I started working for her and doing two things at once. But I don't think that takes away the whole commandment of taking care of thy father and thy mother. But there comes a time when I mean, I have, as a reverend, I deal with everything on people's problems. I deal with their problems, what their issues going through, and I hear a lot. And I come back and I have to, with my mom, I have to be there for her. Okay? It is very hard to know that you have all these other people that talk to you, and you have to be the person to listen, and you have to be the person to give that advice on what to do. Follow what you think God's, give them the scriptures to tell them, well, this is the way things should be. And then you're pretty much left with no time for yourself. My mom is a constant 24-hour-a-day situation, which is funny. I'm at the point here now that I have the opportunity to be able to spend time with my mom, get to know my mom in the ways that I never, knew growing up. It is a very hard. It's a very hard life knowing you're on call 24 hours a day. When she has to go to the bathroom in the night, she will scream your name. You get up, take her to the bathroom, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And at this point in time, right as of now, my mom is considered legally blind. She's pretty much bedridden. And that's another hard thing for me to accept. So I went out and I got hold of doctor's appointments for her eyes. So because she always tell me, promise me you won't let me go blind. I've done everything. I made the appointments. I took her to a place. They were injecting things in her eye because she had what do they call it? Just some kind of a degenerative eye disease. So when they went in there, because she said she couldn't see, there's apparently blood behind her eyes and what have you. So these shots were supposed to clear it up. Well, the doctor, we went there for 3 different sessions, 3 different months, and basically he says, well, atomically, everything back there is good, but she's not able to see. Now, sometimes with my mother, you don't know if she's telling you the truth or if she's telling you a lie, or to her truth. Let's put it that way, her truth. So you have to explain it.